Hello everyone, welcome to Data Vidhyalaya. In the last video, we have seen about the operators, so different type of operators. So in this particular video, we'll go into the depth of Python built-in data structures or the data containers or data types. So we have four major built-in data types. So one is list, set, tuple, dictionaries. So these are the major data containers that we wanted to learn in Python, and what are the operations that we can perform on that using this Python built-in data types and all. We'll see in this particular video. And in this particular video, we'll be majorly focusing on the list. It is one of the four Python built-in data types. So we'll be going through that in detail. Okay. So if you are new to this channel, please subscribe the channel and click on the like button and comment if you have any queries or the questions that you get arise when you are going through the videos and all, and if you are not understanding the concept as well. Okay, and share this channel or the videos to the one who wants to learn this Python and all. Okay, so the today's particular agenda is mostly on the list and all. We'll get into the concept of the list. So in, so list are the ordered, means like, so far we have seen as a variable, we will be assigning one value to a variable. Okay. Of the same data type. For example, integer means integer data type, float data type, okay, or the complex data type, or the string data type, or the Boolean value. So whatever the value you wanted to assign to a variable, like you will be assigning a single value to a variable. And what if the requirement comes, like if you wanted to add multiple values, like multiple values to it, for example, integer data type, like 1, 2, 3, 4, like that, you wanted to give it a one variable. So, so that's where this concept of this the list and set or tuple or dictionary comes into the picture. So if you wanted to store multiple items, if you wanted to collect the multiple items in a variable, that's where we call it as a list. Okay. So when you are collecting, no, it cannot be of the same data type. It can be of the different data type. For example, integer 1, 2, 3, as well as the different data type called strings. Like we will add apple, banana, or different data types like 20.20, 40.81, like that float data type, complex data type, any data type, we can make it as a list and we can give it here one variable. We call it as a list data type. Okay. So and also, like, once you are storing all these values, it cannot be of a specific order. Means like it will form a specific order. That order will not be changing under. Okay, and until and unless if you are adding the new item, if you are sorting and all, if you are explicitly giving that particular list operation and all, no, it will not change the list. Okay, or else if you wanted to add new items, or if you wanted to pop it or remove it, which will be going through the video, these are the operations. If you wanted to delete it, or if you want to clear the list and all, those things are happened on, no, it will be having a defined set of order. And if you are adding the new items, like if you wanted to add the new items, so it will basically add in the end of the list. Okay, and you can assess. So every value in a list, no, it will be it will be recognized by its positional index value. For example, if simple, first thing, every value has to be indexed. Okay, and the index has to start from 0. So every index value will start from 0 value. Okay, so for example, here I will say, so for example, here so before that we'll be like, it's as I said, it will have a defined order until and unless if you change it explicitly, and these are changeable. Means like we can change that, we can insert or we can delete or we can pop everything we can perform on this. So that's why these lists are changeable. And as well as that it allows the duplicate values. For example, if you have the duplicate values to enter, so that also the values we can have the duplicate values in that particular list. For example, here apple, no, apple has a string data type. We are keeping it in a list with a combination of integer values. So there can be multiple apples, apple, another value of apple under. Okay. So for example, if you are taking a list of names, there can be a name similar to the other person name, no? So that's how like we can have the duplicate values also. Okay. And we call it as a list as a mutable objects. Why? Because which means we can change, means like we can add the new item or we can remove that, we can clear that the list under. So these all operations we can perform on the list. That's why we call it as a mutable list. Okay. So these are one of the most versatile data structure, allowing you to store a sequence of different data types. Yeah, as I said, no, like it will have a different data types. Like it can have integer, fundamental data types. We have integer, float. I mean the numerical data type, string data type, boolean data type. So these are all it can store the different data type. Okay, and simple. You can create a list by placing inside a square brackets. Simple. So this is one of the fundamental you need to understand. Like whenever you are defining a list, it should be defined within a square brackets, and the values has to be separated by commas. And the strings, as you know, like it has to be in a single quotes or double quotes. Okay. Or else, if you wanted to use any list keyword and all, no, you can also create using a list using the list container like this. Okay, list constructor. Okay, that's how you can create a list. So majorly two ways you can create a list. One is by using a square brackets and adding the values inside the square brackets, separated by commas. If it is a string, it has to be by single quotes or double quotes. Okay, and if you wanted to use a keyword, you can use by using a list constructor. Okay, why we are making it as a list constructor is like it has to be like different methods within the constructor we can use it. Okay, that you will be understanding later. So here I have used different terminology like what is a data container. So built-in data type, built-in data container, built-in data structure. Okay, so see, simple. So it is one of the built-in data types. Why? Because it combines the values of the different primary data types. So like numerical, boolean, and as well as the string data types. That way I called it like a built-in data types. And why I called it as a data containers is like it stores the data. Okay, it stores the data of the different data types. That's why we call it as a data containers or structures. Okay, that's the simple terminology you need to understand. Okay, so let's go ahead and create a simple list. Okay, so here I am creating a name of the list is that my list, which is called a variable here, list variable. Okay, and square brackets where we will be having the syntax now, square brackets, and the value is 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma. These three are the numerical values, and then we have the string values: apple, banana, orange, anything we can have. Like this we can have anything we can have. Okay, and that's how we can form a simple list. Okay. And we can add the duplicate values to a list. For example, 1 2 3, 2 is the duplicate value, 1 is the duplicate value, apple here, another apple also we have added the duplicate. It can allows the duplicate values. It is defined in a defined order, and it allows the duplicate values. Okay, and we can perform the mutable and all, which you will see in the next or in the down the line. Okay, and you can create a list from a string also. So if here we have used the list keyword, okay, by using the content constructor. So here string list is equal to list of This is the string value. Okay, hello is the string value. So by using this you can create a simple list. Okay, or else if you set up the values in a curved brackets, which we call it as a tuple, where you will be learning in the next video. So between the curved brackets now we can add the list of the values of different data type. Okay, that's of duplicate values, anything of a different value you can create in a list. Okay, so these are the simple ways you can create a list, but the basic fundamental is like you need to remember in mind is like list is an Python built-in data type which is created using a square brackets adding the values within it of a different data type. Okay, that's the fundamental funda you need to see. So first 1, 2, 3, apple, banana, orange. So that's the simple list. And here it as we have given a duplicate values, it has been taken into a list. Okay. And we can create a list from the string list of this hello, like H, E, L, L. That's how it will create the values within it. And here the list of 1, 2, 3, A. So that's how we created from the tuple. Okay. Then as I said no, so once you are creating a list no, the index position index value will be assigned. Okay, which starts from the index 0. Okay, the indexing value start from the value, index 0, value 0. Okay, so for example here 1, 2, 3 apple, banana. So first one value is with an index value 0, 2 is with index value 1, 3 is with index value 2, apple is index value 3, banana index value is 4. That's how it shows like the index value has to start from 0. Okay, that's the, and assigns it one by one sequentially, 0 to 1, like this, 0, 1, 2, 3, like that it will assign based on the values it will be assigned. Okay, and if we wanted to get the last element, means like in reverse order, okay, you can start from -1, -2, -3. Okay, here -1 will be banana, -1 will be banana, -2 will be apple, -3 will be 3, -4 will be 2, -5 will be 1. That's how we can create the index, we can retrieve the values using the index from the last with the value, with the index value from -1, like that. Okay, so and also like you can access the range of the values like by colon and all, whichever values you wanted to retrieve. For example, here my list of 1 is to 4. What is the one value is 2. Okay, 1 is 2 to 4. 4 means like 1, 2, 3, 4. And one thing you need to remember, whatever the index value whenever you are using slicing now, 1 will be included. Okay, 4 will be excluded, means like 1 will be first index value, which is 1 will be included, whereas 4 will be excluded. It's a thumb rule you need to remember. Okay, so here the first value is 1 now, so 1 will always be included, 4 will be excluded. Here you will see, here they didn't give the first index value which is used for slicing. Okay, then we need to consider that as a 0. We need to assume it as a 0, means like it will take it from the start. Here 3 is there, no, obviously we need to exclude that. Okay, it's not been included. Okay, here 2 will be the starting index, which is like first index value, so it has to be included. The last they didn't give anything, no, so we will take it till the last. Okay, so are you, if you are fine with that, you are clear with that now? So simple, whenever you have created a list, then the index value will be assigned it sequentially starting from value 0. Okay, so what are the index values, like how it has been stored, the list, how it has been stored, the value in the back. Okay, for 0 index what is the value stored, for 1 index what is the value stored, like that it will change. So once you are updating the values within the list, or obviously the list positions will change, the index values also will be changed. Okay, and if you ever you can say that it's a catch, it's a temp of that, what is the value stored in that particular index, like that. Okay, based on the id you'll get now what is the person details and all. If you have seen like, depends on the id you remember now. That's how that index also plays the role in it. Okay, see, we'll execute this and understand this. Okay, so here first element will be my list of 0 will be 1, minus 1 will be banana. Okay, that's the one. So if you wanted to index from 1 to 3, here 1 is what, 2, 3, and apple will not be included. Oh, sorry, 2 to 4, sorry, here you need to remember 4. Okay, so 1 to 4 means like, 2, 3 apple, 4 is excluded now. And beginning with 2, what is the 2 value here? Uh, Beginning with 2, from the beginning to index 2. Why? Because 3 is excluded. Okay, so 1, 2, 3 like that, and here 3 is excluded. No, apple is the third index value, so hence it is excluded. Okay, the same way with the, starts with the index 2 and till the end. Index 2 is what, 3 apple banana. That's how it plays. Okay, so once you practice and understand, no, once you start, you will analyze that how it works with the space. Okay, so please practice that list, and these are the fundamental things and all. Without this you cannot go ahead in learning the python. Okay, next is the, like, once you create the list, no, then you keep on performing some of the operations. So there will be a requirement comes, no, whether you wanted to update or insert or remove or clear and all, if or pop and all, it concatenate the two lists. Okay, so these are the operations that comes once you created the list of, as it deals with some of the operations related to it. Okay, so as I said, like, lists are mutable. Why? Because mutable in the sense, like, we can change, add or remove the objects in the values in the list. Okay, meaning you can change their elements after creation. You can change the value of the element by referring to its index. Okay, so if we wanted to add the value, so this is like one of the key concept, like within the list, where you will be updating the list and all. Okay, so first thing is that whenever you create a list 1, 2, 3 apple banana, okay, this is simply shared. What if you wanted to make the one as 10? Okay, so as we know, like, my list of 0 is the index value, will be the 1. Okay, if you assign that particular value of 10 to the index value, my list of 0, obviously this value will be changed to 10. Okay, that's the simple way. What if you wanted to change two values? For example, here 0 and 1, you wanted to change the value within a specific range. Okay, here 1, 2 will be changing, you wanted to change with the 10, 11, you wanted to replace that values with a 10, 11. So like this, like, my list of 0 and 2. Why? Because here, as I said, no, thumb rule, 0 to 2 means, like, 2 will be excluded. Only 0, 1. What are 0, 1? 1, 2, which will be replaced by 10, 11. That's the two things you can remember. Like, one is, like, you can assign to a single index, you can assign to a range of index, specific range index. Okay, these are very clear, as it is very simple. Okay, now these two are somewhat complex. Please remember this. Okay, if you wanted to insert more items than you replace, okay, for example, here my list of 0 and 1, as I said, like, 1 has to be excluded. Okay, 1 has to be excluded, only 0 you need to replace with the 10, 11. Whereas here you are specifying one index, and you wanted to replace two values, then what it will happen is that it will not throw an error. It will remove this particular 1, 0 value and keeps the two values. Okay, even though it gives the two values, the index again it will reshuffle. Index will again it will recreate. Again it will say 0, 1, 2, 3 like that. It will recreate. Okay, here 0 index has to be, means, like, one value has to be replaced by the two values, and again the index value will be reshuffled. Okay, If you insert more than one more items than you replace, the new item will be inserted where you specify, and the remaining items will move accordingly. Means like it will move accordingly. Means like it will go to the next index. What else? If you are giving the two, for example, here the my list of less than you replace. For example, my list of 1 is to 3. Here 3 is excluded, 1 is included, 2 is included. Okay, 1, 2, but you are giving only one value. One value. In that case, what will happen is that it will remove the values like 1 to index values and give it only 10. Okay, here 1, 2 is what are the index values? 2 and 3. It will replace that with 10. Okay, simple agenda is that how many index has been whatever the index value has been specified, that will be removed, and how many values are there now, that will be replaced. That's the simple agenda. Okay, and after that anyway it will move accordingly and reshuffle the index amount. Okay, see. So first thing is that 10 has been replaced with 1. Okay. Second is that what is the second? 2, 1, 2 will be replaced with 0, 1 will be replaced by 10, 11. Means like 1, 2 will be replaced with the 10, 11. Here 0 has to be replaced by, means like one value has to be replaced by two values. That's why 10, 11 and 2, 3. Okay. Here 1, 2. 1, 2 has to be replaced by 10 only. That's why what is the one index value? 2. What is the third index value? 3. These two has to be replaced by 10. Okay. Yeah. That's about like if you wanted to replace that index values with the new values. Okay. Now we will see what if you wanted to add the elements to a list. Means like if you wanted to add the new value to a list. Okay. That's where these two methods will come. That's why I mentioned that list is a constructor. Okay, within the constructor we have a list channel. Okay, so here we have a different methods. Okay, like append, insert, and all. You'll see that sort, copy, and all. You'll see that. So here the basic syntax is that what is the my list? Okay, list variable dot append curly brackets, and what is the value you wanted to enter. So whatever the value you are entering now in the last appending now, it will be added in the last. Okay, like last after banana it will add. Okay, what if you wanted to insert that particular value within that index only? Means like wherever that index with, for example, first index only I wanted to place this value. Okay, that's where you need to insert that. For example, my list dot insert 1, and you are inserting that within at the value index 1, you need to insert the value grape. So that's where like we will use the insert method. Okay, so two methods we have to insert the values. Okay, one is like using the append method, where the once you give the value, it will be added in the last. If you wanted to insert that in a particular index value, okay, in a particular index place, then you need to add the then you need to use the insert method. Okay. So for example, here cherry will be added in the last, and in the first position, what is like after 10 you will be getting grape. Okay, that's how we'll be adding the new values to a list. What if you wanted to add the new list itself? So we can add using the one concatenate method. One you will be getting in that. If you wanted to add that in the end of that, means like if you wanted to extend that particular list with the another list only. See, extending the list with another list means like it will add the list, the elements within that or the items within that list will be added in the end of the list. Okay, it will not be added in the starting, it will be added in the list. Okay, for example, two lists we are taking. Okay, 10, 2, 3 apple, banana. Okay, and then another list is like black, white, yellow. It's a set of colors. Okay, There are two lists we are taking, and we wanted to append that list to the list one. Okay, so the function we need to use that extend method. Okay, sorry, extend method we need to use, and we need to pass the value my list two. So my list one dot extend of my list two. So hence this black will be added in the end of this, white will be added in the after black, yellow, red. That's how it is. Okay. And so far we have understood that we have created a simple list, how to access the list, okay, based on the index value, and then we how to add the new items to the list, okay, that we have seen, how to extend the list with the new list, that also we have seen. Now, what if we wanted to remove? Addition is done, removing now. Okay, so we can use remove. We can use the three methods like remove, pop, delete. So it depends on the different ways. Okay, so first thing is that remove method will remove the particular value. It will not take any index and all. Okay, it will remove the particular value from the list, whereas pop will will remove based on the index value. So pop of 0 means like 0 index value it will remove. Pop of 5, fifth index value it will remove. It's like method based on the index value. Okay, now delete is it will delete based on the slicing or the index which will be added in the based on the list of that particular index value or the slice range of the index. Okay, we'll see that how it works. Okay, for example, if there are more than one items in the special value, then the remove method will remove the first. Yeah, that's how for example, my list has 10 grape, 2 3 apple, grape, banana and cherry. If you wanted to remove the grape, okay, and when you see that list, no, it has duplicate values. Yeah, list allows the duplicate values. Yeah, so which this index value grape will be deleted or this index value grape will be deleted. One thing you need to remember that index are unique, whereas values can be duplicated. Index value has to be unique. Okay, so here we have mentioned grape, we have two values. So which one it will remove? Obviously it will remove the first one. Okay, so first index only, first value which is on the first index value, it will remove. So here the first graph will be removed. That's what I clearly mentioned. If there are more than one item with a special value, the remove method removes the first one. Okay, or else if there is no if we don't if there is no duplicate, no, whatever the value is there, no, that will be removed completely. Okay, the next one is that, as I said, like pop will remove the particular index value. For example, here my list of pop is 0. 0 means like 0 index value to remove. Okay, pop method will remove the specific index value within the list. If we don't specify the index, no, pop will remove the last item. So if you are not giving the here instead of 0, no, if you are removing the 0, what it will remove? It will remove the last item. What is the last item? Cherry will be removed. Instead, if you wanted to remove that based on the index, particular index value, you can just remove the 0. Okay, that's the one. Okay, and what if you wanted to delete that? Delete based on the index value. For example, here delete my list of 1 means like first index value we can delete. Okay, based on the specific value, no, specific index value it will delete. Here range of the index value, here 1 is included, 3 is not excluded. That's the thumb rule anyways, you know, that's why you can do that. Or else if you wanted to delete the complete list, you can use this delete my list if you wanted to delete the complete list. Okay, whereas here clear method is there, like where you can clear the list and you can make it as an empty list. Okay, you can create a list. You need to remove all the, if you wanted to remove all the values in a list, you can use the dot clear method. Okay, these are the three ways. Like First thing is that if you wanted to delete that entire list, you can use delete command. Okay, or you can specify the index within that list of that index value. That also you can use that for deleting the index. Okay, by using delete keyword. And then if you wanted to give the range of the index also, you can use the delete keyword also. If you wanted to pop that value, means like pop based on the index value, you can use pop method. And if there is any no index value is given within the pop method, the end, what is the end value of the list, no, it will be deleted. And remove, uh, it will remove based on the value. Okay, if there are duplicates and all, no, it will remove the first value. So these are the things you need to remember whenever you are removing values from the list. Okay, now we have some more options like concatenation. Concatenation, as I said, no, it's like if you wanted to concatenate the two list, we have seen a extend method where it will extend the list and all, like the similar operation how it performs for the concatenation. And if you wanted to repeat that, repeat, for example, 0, you wanted to repeat for 5 times. Okay, you can add 0 comma 0 comma like that also, you can use that. Okay, and what if you we have seen the membership operators, no, so in, not in, and all. Okay, we can use that whether this apple is there in the list or not. Okay, grape is there in the list or not. Okay, the same way we can use that. Yeah, these are once you start practicing, no, these are very easy to understand. Yeah. So there are, as I said, no, the list has some list constructor has some built-in methods which will perform the operations on that, or the actions that you can perform on that list. So here some are there. Like anyways, we have seen append, insert, remove, pop, sort, pop. These four we have seen. Okay. So we'll see the remaining one, like sort. What is this sort method will do is that it will sort the list. Okay, list in a ascending order, means like it will give like from small to big, and uppercase to lowercase and all like that, it will sort it. Okay, reverse means like it will reverse the complete list, means like it will take the last to the first and the first to the last. Okay, count of that, if you wanted to count the particular values, for example, we have seen, no, grape is repeated twice. If you wanted to count that, no, it will use, we can use the count method. Okay, returns the number of times that specified value appears in the list. Okay, and the index value, if you wanted to retrieve the what is the index that particular value apple is apple is placed on all, so that index value you can get that. Okay, copy, if you wanted to copy a new list and all, you can do that. Clear method, anyways we have seen, it will clears the list. Okay, so these are the particular operations, like for example 10 to 5 8 to 12 sorting. So 2 2 5 8 12 10 2, it will sort that. Reverse that, it will be reverse 12 10 8 5 2 2, it will reverse that. And the count of 2 will be twice, it is counted twice. So index of 8, my list dot index. So these syntaxes and all, once you practice now, you will be getting that. Okay, you understand the logic. And same way, once I, as I'm showing, no, if you stop the pause the video and keep on practicing, no, you can get it that easily. Okay, so my list dot index of 8, what is the 8 value index that you will be getting that. And as I said, no, if you wanted to copy the list, you can do that, and you can clear the list. Okay, yeah, 2258 reversing count of 2 times 8, what, where the 8 is placed at second index, copied list 12 10 and all, it's been copied in a copied list, and clearing it. So these are the further operations. Okay, and one, so far we have seen that what are how to create a list, what are the operations performed on the list. Okay, and the extended operations also performed on the list. What if we want, if we wanted to use that in a looping statements or in the conditions and all, that you will see that once you get that. But if you wanted to create a list, okay, and if you wanted to loop that, you can loop. Okay, so the syntax of the for loop and if loop, no, you will be get if condition and all, no, you will be getting if statements, you can get in the next videos, but I am just showing it as for your understanding. Okay, for item in my list is that 1 2 3 4 apple banana cherry. Okay, iterating like for item in list, print item. Look, first what it will take, it will create a one internal variable item, and it will go to the first value and then print that one, second, two, two. So it will iterate through the list based on the index only. It will happen in between the index only. Three apple, banana, cherry, like that it will print one by one. Okay, or else you can use it by using the index also. Okay, for I in range of length of my list and all, and here you need to say my list of I means like 0. Okay, see here how it works. So 1 2 3 this is by using the items, by using the index value. Okay, so element of the index 0 is 1, 1 is 2, 2 to 3, 3 is apple, 4 is banana, fifth is cherry. Okay, that's how you can use that. And so extending to that and all, extending to that, you can perform the operations or the loopings and all within a list. Within a list means like if you wanted to, instead of writing 2 to 3 lines of the code, no, if you wanted to optimize that in a single list, where you can use the if statement or else for loop within a list and all, no, there is one concept called list components. Okay, so the main aim is like where the list component is like we can write the we can complete the entire operation instead of writing 3 4 lines of the code. We can perform in a single line. Okay, single line within a list only. It means like within a specific list square only we can square brackets only we can complete the entire thing. Here I will show you like, so here my list is there, no, so here 1 2 3 4 5 we have given. So squared list is like x into square, means like it gives the squares of that for x in my list. So here you have written the for loop in a within a list only. Okay, so for x in my list is like it will go to for x, means like internal first value g1. So 1, what is 1 square? 1. It will go to next 2, 2 square 4, comma 3, 3 square 9, 16, 25. So that's how it creates the list. Okay, see here how it creates that. So 1 4 9 16 25. Or else what you will do, what you will do, like you will write like here you will make it as my list 1 2 3 squared list as a simple, you will create a square list, and then for I in sorry, for x in my list, squared list dot append. Yeah, so these all steps, these 4 steps, sorry, these 3 steps will be added with it, is completed within a simple line. So that's where the, so this operation, if you see, observe this for x in my list, no, this we have added it here for x in my list. So this operation x is to 2, no, we are adding it here. Okay, so we are not creating a dummy list here first. Okay, we are just adding the for x in my list and x into 2. Okay, this is the without list comprehension logic. So once you start practicing, no, from the traditional way of writing that, and then you can improve to the comprehension level of writing that. Okay, so that's it. Okay, here another example I have taken, like fruits like apple, banana, cherry, kiwi, and mango. So here x, so new list which is x, for x in fruits, if a, we have seen no membership operator, not in, not in. Okay, if a in x Okay, if a in x, okay, wherever value of a within x, x is what? Apple. A is there, yes, it will take apple. Banana, a is there, yes, it will take banana. It will cherry, a is not there, it will not take a cherry. It will not, kiwi, it not there, it will not take kiwi. Mango, it's not there, a is not there, it will take the, yeah, a is there, then it will take the mango. So that's how it will create a list with apple, banana and mango. What if x not equal to apple? X for x. So then for banana, cherry, kiwi, mango will be found. Okay. And for x in fruits, all the fruits will be replaced. Okay. This is a just simple example. Okay. Yeah. See here, I have written without comprehension logic now. The same code it will 14925 give, whereas the first one also gave the same thing. But here we have the around five lines. Here we have only three lines. Okay, these three lines has been replaced with a single line. That's the simple one. So if you, this is very simple one example I have taken to understand it. So once you start doing that in on other set of real-time data projects now, like for example in text analytics or in NLP, you will be dealing with the text data. Okay, text data is there. This concept of comprehension will help you instead of writing the multiple lines of code. And not only that, as I have gone through that example scenarios and all, that's why I am giving that as example. You will see number of scenarios like where this optimizing the code will be important, where you need to write that way style of writing the code. Okay, so that's the all the things like I haven't left even not even a single concept within a list. That's the full overview of the list and all I wanted to get into this particular video. So please, if you wanted to practice that, until and unless if you don't practice, no, you cannot remember. Trust me, you will not be able to remember and understand the syntax and all. You can analyze that in your mind, saying that yeah, by using this can be very simple or not. But until and unless if you go on hands on, you cannot understand the concept fully. So please keep on the practice. Please keep on the hands on the Python and all. Okay, make your hands dirty on that. Okay, and I have here given a simple homework problem. Like if you wanted to take that and if you wanted to pause this video and try to practice this. So once you create the list and print it, access the elements in it, add an element, remove an element, sort it, and count the elements. So this is simple and all. So I wanted to cover all the operations within a list and try to create a simple list. Okay, that's the end of this today video. Okay, and if you have any queries, you can ping me or comment me in the WhatsApp. Sorry, you can comment in the comment section. Okay, and until and unless if you don't practice, no, you cannot get that. It's the I am saying it multiple times. Okay, so that's the one. Okay, so that's the end of today's topic, which is list. Okay, tomorrow we'll go through the tuples or the sets and all, and as well as the dictionaries in the next sessions. Okay, so until then, bye, happy learning, thank you.